We are Legion.
We are all.
We are one.
We are
Watching. Nutty.
Hey folks, how you doing? We are being super silly today and we're already having a ton of fun and we haven't even started, but now I guess we have. So that statement made no sense. But we're back. This is Tedsallis, and with me as always is Padme1138 with no honorifics. She gets really touchy about it. So, you know.
Well, you get really creepy about it.
I know.
Really fast, and then
fun.
I'm just kind of like.
Yeah. So I gave you none this week.
Okay, cool.
This is a safe space this week. And with us again is our friend Aja. How are you doing, AjaMarie?
I'm doing good. Smudge is doing good. We're all being a little bit stupid this morning already.
Yeah.
Yep.
Smudge has been a
Yes,
laugh
cat.
riot. You guys missed it. Smudge he was riffing hard. Really funny, and now he's super tired.
And
he's
he
gonna
cusses
sleep.
a lot for a cat. You wouldn't think, but what a mouth on that cat.
I know, like a sailor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look at him, he seems so sweet and mild, but he's not. He's a bad kitty. He's a bad kitty. Bad kitty. We had a song. I had a cat. Man, we're just gonna go off the rails nonstop today. Fuck this. So I used to have a cat named Queenie who was very bad, and she really was bad. She was a horrible cat. She was one of the worst pets I've ever had in my life. I loved her, and I devoted a lifetime of care and feeding and medical and everything else to this cat. But she was a total fucking bitch, and she would attack me
Mainly me.
Yeah, and she would attack Crystal a lot too.
I have some mean cats. I have one named Hazelnut, and she's a dwarf. You know, she's half the size of a normal cat. She's a little tortoiseshell thing, but she's a monster. She's an absolute demon, and I love her, but she's dangerous.
Yeah, it's weird. She would do something like that, and then we would go back it out. We had like a whole theme. So that was the whole theme
That's the whole song.
It was just a stinger, really. It wasn't much to it at all. So bad kid out. So we got a lot of bad kitties right now and doing bad stuff. And yay. It's so great when we're all just fucking trapped in the house and all this crazy bullshit with your house goes on. That's, it's like we used to have a lot of problems outside, and now it's all right in here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Crazy.
Because that's where we're at.
Yeah, that's where we're stuck. So there you go. So who cares what's happening outside?
Messing with buttons.
By rain. So anyways, moving on into the magical world of digital cards. How was your week in digital cards this week, AjaMarie?
It was good. There was a lot going on in Star Wars and
A lot of activities.
and I had hunting grounds and tarot cards. Lots to do. Lots to keep my mind off the map show that I spent all week watching. So good week. Good week.
Yeah, I thought the Halloween I was like, for tarot cards, I figured there's going to be more like over the line, but man, I'm telling you what, November 1st, boom, done. We're out. That's it. That was Halloween. Congratulations, everybody. You made it. And break the tape and eat a pumpkin. Help yourself to one of those pumpkins out front. They taste like wax. So that was fun. I had a good week and had a lot of fun doing, like you say, there was we'll talk about it. I don't know. I say I had fun, but I don't feel like a lot of time I was having a lot of fun, but I was busy at least.
Yeah, there was
Like,
some
A lot of busy work.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of fucking busy work, man. Seriously, but we'll get to that. So in tarot cards, we got a little something going on. We got the hunting grounds. We're still pulling for those for the decay base, which I feel like are those going to stop today and then reward the next day?
I think that's how it goes. They started Monday, so I guess
Did they start Monday? Okay, then we have a couple more days because I'm trying to get to
Mondays.
I think I have.
I'm doing okay. I think I've got that evened out to 3 each now.
You're killing me. I only got 2.
Oh, I mean, check my stuff. I've got some dupes. I'm not going to try to even out to 4. So
I had horrible luck on it this time. Usually, it seems like early it sucks, and then it just kind of takes off, and you're just like, I'm hitting like 3 out of 5 and shit.
Yeah.
Being crazy lucky. And this time, man, I have had none of those runs. It's been really.
I'd say I was kind of midway on this one. For me, evening out to 3 is like that's acceptable. Like there's been weeks where I've evened out to like 7. It
Well,
just
I've come more and more to the realization that it doesn't matter how many dupes you have in tarot cards, because there's no trade value really, later, other than the 2017. People want to come after my 2017, what little I have of it. And
well, these might be worth it, in 2024,
yeah, who knows?
So we have
It's
these
still going.
for then, long term.
So he dropped a new these movies, man, they fucking kill me. The new movie this week is Ebola Rex. Yes.
A dinosaur with Ebola.
It is a Tyrannosaurus Rex that has Ebola, and he apparently escapes from a medical lab, and you know what he's got in his mind? Revenge.
Well, that's what most dinosaurs have on them.
Yeah, they have a strong sense of justice. And they're constantly aggrieved of other arthropods or whatever the fuck. That's odd, just weird movie. I think they arthropods. Aren't they arthropods?
There you go. That's a big one there.
No.
I'll be watching that movie for sure. Like, it's ridiculous premise again. Like, anytime they throw something at us where it's going to be like a big creature in a foam, big foam suit terrorizing people stupidly, I'm going to watch it. And
oh, that reminds me, the award for the Halloween base was Riga. So, and I think that came in. That was for the month chase, and I can't remember where the count came in on that. It was in the 30s, I want to say.
I don't think I've finished Halloween base yet. I don't.
Well, it's too late. You blew it. You didn't get the award, so you fucked up.
I did so poorly for Halloween. Like I had coins saved up, and I screwed myself up really bad by doing that daily barn card for too long. Like I don't know why I did that, because I was like, oh, easy pull. It's a guaranteed. I'll just do that. I've got plenty. No. I ended up with half the barn set and wasn't able to finish any of the sets that I liked. I screwed up royally for Halloween.
Rex is interesting because it's only one card every 3 days. And relatively easy out. I think it's 1 in 12 at a 7,500 pack. So it's the kind of thing you can kind of do with your dailies and just kind of plug away at. So I'm doing that one. I didn't even go for Pandora for those. There's almost nothing. There's almost no packs out there, really.
Yeah, I haven't done Pandora since Halloween, and I've stopped. Like once I had used up all my reserves for Halloween, I just started saving up towards the end. So I have a nice little chunk now to where I'm doing Ebola Rex with it with, very little.
There might be something for Christmas yet. It seems like there's always like a damn shitty horror movie that has some kind of Christmas premise. Yeah, it's like a perennial favorite. So, and let's make names up for them right now. How about elf abuse? And a lot of times they like to have disease. They can combine two things. So let's see.
Corona Claus.
There you go. He doesn't actually come down the chimney, he just coughs down it.
Yes.
That's how he gets you. That's how that one gets you.
Wow.
So yeah, thank you, Corona Claus. Well, that was fun. That was a great fun exercise in making shit up. So moving into the world of Neon Mob, I finished a couple of sets. I'm really not inspired by anything. There's one set that actually makes me feel bad that's going right now. It's like 2020 Dark Days.
Dark Days. Yeah.
Fuck that set, man. Seriously, it's like all the shit you will want to forget about this.
And it's a huge set too. Like it's so big. Like it feels like
it's all about coronavirus and make sure you wear a mask and this can live on surfaces for 8 hours. Just everything about it makes you feel bad. It's all the shit you want to forget about right now. Almost all of it, not all.
I'm collecting it because I've got Pro, so I always have, like with Pro, I'm opening so few sets right now because I finish them so fast. So I always have, like, after I finish pulling all the free packs for the sets that I really want, I've got tons of packs left. And I'm not going to pay for Pro and not open packs. So I I've been opening it, but it feels bad. Like it's a big, huge set. I'm like, I'm not making any headway in this set, and they're all awful. It feels like 2020. It's
there's nothing to the art that's nice, really. A lot of it is just text on, a box of text.
Yeah.
And then they make you feel bad. I mean, it's like I don't actively want to collect something that makes me feel bad. I want to do that kind of shit to forget what's going on. You know what I mean?
There's a few that are out. Foresters just came out. Like I like that Foresters set. I'm looking at it right now. I like the art on that. I'm doing the plant one, Drowning. I'm doing the Jagged Dreamland, which is the needlepoint set, and then the flash art. I think that's kind of all that's really come out. Nothing like spectacular, like you said. I'm finished with everything else.
Huh. Yeah, like I say, I'm not really plugging away on a whole lot, and I wanted to give a shout out to Tim Hazmat C because he actually traded me a single in that Sculptember. Was it Sculptember or Sculptober? Sculptember. It was a huge set with like a zillion fucking variants, and he had the last variant I need, and just nobody had a dupe of it. There was just like, it's one of those oddballs that just doesn't get pulled.
Yeah.
And he had a single, and so I sent him like it was like a 4 or a 5 to 1 of other variants for that one, and he took it. So
God dang
awesome.
it! I gotta restart an
Are you doing your activities over there?
I've been sending his hazmat card from that Stevie Z set. He's got there's a character in the Halloween Stevie Z that's actually called Hazmat that he's been hoarding. So I've been pulling on that too when I can and trying to send him all the hazmats. He's got a nice little pile going up. So if you're on Neon Mob and you pull a hazmat dupe, send it to Hazmat C.
Yes, he'll gratefully accept that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess him and his wife both collect over there. So it's pretty popular over there at the Hazmat C house. At the house of Hazmat C, come on in. That cup of coffee that's bottomless cup right there. We're gonna keep coming with those refills at the house of Hazmat. Come on in. Okay, so into the world of blockchain. Blockchain actually did drop a new wax release this week, which was like Atari classic video games.
I missed that entirely.
Did you miss it? Well, I don't feel like you missed much. It landed with kind of a thud. I should have known it wasn't going over the way things in the past have been going, where they're selling out in 48 seconds and stuff. I forgot about it, and I went at like 12:05 was when you could start buying the packs, and I was like, oh, it's going to be sold out. Well, there were still a lot of packs, so I bought a jumbo, and then you had to wait 3 hours to fucking open it.
Oh, that would piss me off.
And then at 3 o'clock, at 3 o'clock, you could hit open, and then it had a half hour timer on that.
What?
So it didn't fucking actually open the pack until a half hour later. Now, clearly I got in early because I had a couple of mints that were and they were in base that were number 2s and stuff. So I got in fast and minted a couple of earlies, but I didn't get any number 1s. But it was just like one delay thing after another. It was really odd.
That is obnoxious. Like, what was the set of? Like, I heard you say Atari, but like, what's the content look like?
It was the video game boxes from the original, what you used to buy in the store. Yeah. That was what your cartridge came in. And then, so the base was just the box. And then, they had ones that turn around like a 3D that, have a front and a back. And then they have a gold one that spins around. And then they had one, the collector's editions would open up and you'd see the game playing, the actual game in action. So there's Centipede.
Cool. Like, I'm surprised that landed with a thud. Like, I mean, maybe just because it was Atari.
I suspect they may have overproduced. I feel like they may have gone a little too crazy on, let's sell a lot of this and make a lot of money. And maybe they oversupplied and they didn't want to wait for the hype. They just wanted the payday.
Yeah. But I didn't even hear anything about it. Like, I get emails from Wax, and granted, I've been busy this week, so I might not have noticed, but I didn't hear a peep about it. I mean, I had no idea. I guess it's, might be Garbage Pail Kids is their one big thing, and everything else that they've done is not done as well.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't feel like it has. It'll be interesting to see. It's all going to take a long time with this. I've always been prepared for that. So, when I went in early, and I was playing with house money for the longest time off the first GPK. Bought in cheap and sold a shitload. But since then, it's been really almost impossible to get really anything back out of it. You just buy it and I guess just hold it.
Speaking of getting things back out of stuff, I do have something to interject that I just found out last night. I logged into Quid because Michael Bramlage was on there. Their next version of Quid that's coming out is going to have an in-app sell for cash option. So we're going to see what kind of shit show that turns into really soon. They're going to be letting people sell their items for cash within the app and like have a digital wallet. And then, cash out via check or like direct bank deposit. So I'll be selling my whole account. So I'll have a good idea of how that's going. I'll
enjoy your 48 cents.
Yeah, I'll see. I'll let you know if it's worth logging into Quid for.
Well, based on what they've been doing previously, they're going to take 50% anyways. I mean,
yeah, and I don't care. Like they can have it all. I don't give a shit. Like I'd rather, I don't know. If I can get anything out of it.
Yeah, well, that's true. Then you could buy some Crystanoids and your favorite Tops apps like Bunt, Kick, or Slam.
Kick Slam.
So, no, the blockchain thing was, it kind of came and went. And it looks like it's still kind of hanging around. I still have not been able to meld any of those goddamn carts that I traded for in Shatner too, by the way. No, still.
Oh my God.
There's some little paper trail I'm supposed to run down, and every time I mention this, somebody in the chat on Twitch goes, "I've already told you how to do it, Greg. You're a fucking idiot." I'm just like,
hard.
No.
Like if it's that hard to figure out, then they're not doing it right. Like if you can have it explained to you multiple times what you're doing wrong, and you're still like, I don't know, then they're making it too difficult. That's why I can't wait.
Too many steps. And it's housekeeping that should be automated anyways. So
yeah, that's why I can't wait till Woody's app comes out. Like I'm dying to see how that.
I know. Works. I was hoping that we would have heard something by now, but I'm not. I know if he's not talking, he's busting his ass working on something. So I'm excited about that. So, in the world of Bunt, Kick, and Slam, they dropped a set. Pretty nice looking one. It's the off season now. It's postseason, whatever you want to call it in baseball. I guess it's the postseason. It's over. It's off season now. It's Wabbit season.
Duck season.
Wabbit season.
Duck season.
All right, good. I'm glad that you were ready for that.
Yeah.
Cool. That reminds me. We had our kids' civics class. Her teacher plays Schoolhouse Rocks.
Oh, nice.
And like every time they start talking about something, he'll mention, and I've got a little, one time he said, I've got a little video about this that'll help you remember a lot of this stuff.
We'll be like,
and
it was like, Schoolhouse Rock.
And it was like, yes, fucking go. And then they had one, which one was that? Was that
I'm just a Bill.
They did I'm just a Bill earlier this week. And still remember all that stuff. I mean,
so well. Like we watched some with my fifth grader. Debbie is doing the digital school, and like they had him watching some of them, and he was like, "What on earth is this?" I was like, "Dude, it's Schoolhouse Rock. Best thing ever."
Now, do you remember they actually did there was an album that came out, I want to say in the late 90s or early 2000s.
Like the punk rock one?
Schoolhouse Rock Rocks?
Yeah.
That is a fucking amazing album, man. I can't find it anywhere.
I'm sure it's on like YouTube or something.
If we have it, I need to rip it because I love that shit. That was a really great album.
Seems like we have that somewhere.
That's good. I mean, it's like all those classics, but they were punched up a little bit. Some really great musicians on them. So, anyways, over at Bunt, Kick, and Slam, they had a new set called Museum Collection, which is pretty classy. So, and they've got some really rare cards of classic players. That's what they tend to go to in the off season is the super classic shit.
Yeah, I like that a lot better. I'm more familiar with it.
I'm a little poor. I think I only have about 200K in Bunt, so I guess it's time to move into saving mode. It'll be interesting to see that I'll be so broke at the beginning of next season because these are also activity driven now. if you're going to have any kind of coin balance. You can regenerate your coin balance and get up in 200-300s like fast within a couple 3 days.
Yeah.
But you have to do a lot of shit to do that.
Yep, and that's what I've been doing. Like, I've been trying to save up there, like at Bunt at least. Like, Halloween killed what I had saved up in Bunt because I wanted that special where you had to open like 75 packs and get that full set of the crazy Halloween ones. I can't remember the name of it, but I love the Bunt had the best Halloween shit this year. Like, they really did their Halloween. They were spot on for Halloween.
For sure. I feel like, and I mean, I think they kind of took some shit at Star Wars for doing so nothing, really.
Yeah. Nobody else did anything that great. Like, even Disney was kind of crap for Halloween. Like, Bunt.
I like those the little baddie background Halloween-y.
They were okay. Like, Bunt.
It's a sticker on a motion background. Again,
Yeah.
It seems to be their jam.
Bunt killed them. Just absolutely killed them with what they did for Halloween. And that's hilarious to me that the baseball app, killed it for Halloween.
I don't know.
But,
Good on them. Good on them. And then over in Slam, they were showing in the Digicast last night, and the set is out. It's called Book Covers in Slam. And I've got about 1 million book jokes in relation to Slam.
Oh, wow, people. Really, grab the popcorn.
Yeah,
book jokes.
No, the book jokes, no.
Book jokes.
I only have one good book joke.
Do you?
Yeah. I think
give it to us, Greg.
pretty good. You want to hear it?
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
I figure we're going to have to.
Hey, I got arrested for smuggling books into Georgia. I got off on a technicality. They couldn't prove they were books. Thank you.
Can confirm that's accurate.
So there you go. And you can take a shot at Florida if you want. Isn't it Florida Georgia weekend?
Yes, it is.
Holy shit!
Today.
We're having a little Florida Georgia weekend here on the Hoardcast today. That's funny.
Yeah. I don't need to take a shot at Florida. Florida already does that for itself.
That's for goddamn sure.
That is true. I mean, who?
That's a cell phone capital.
Right?
Yeah, God's
Right?
waiting room.
Georgia's the better state right now.
Yeah,
I'm shocked. I'm so shocked that Georgia is doing something I can be like, yay, I'm proud of Georgia. Like, that's
well, our own personal family connection to the whole deal in Georgia is that my brother-in-law, her brother, is a very idealistic youth, to the point of being ridiculous. Sometimes he needs to stop sometimes and just go, yeah, I'm not going to die in this hill. But he, in the previous election, I think did he vote for Jill Stein?
Aww. That's so cute.
And we're just kind of like, bro, what are you doing? And so this time again, he was looking at third party, and we're like, dude, look, we just got to have a civilization, and then you can worry about solving some problems.
We've been we raged for months.
And so finally, my kid, who's been taking civics this year, really got on his ass about it. Really gave him a big ration about it.
Nice.
And he came around, and when he went and voted, he sent her a message saying, okay, you won me over. I did it. And so now here's this razor margin, and this dumbass is probably somewhere in that little margin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's wonderful. So if Biden does take Georgia, then we'll go, dude, you did it.
Yeah. Like, I seriously, like, all my friends around here have just been like, we're beside ourselves. Like, that's not, I live I'm nowhere near Atlanta. Like, I'm like way further north than that, towards like mountain folk. And so it was stunning to me that Atlanta and Savannah were able to bring that in.
Savannah surprised me because it's much further in the state, and it's much more southern. Atlanta,
right. A lot of like college,
so metropolitan, and just blowed up, and city life all over the place.
Yeah.
Versus Savannah, which is much sleepier and stuff.
It's much sleepier, but it's still a lot more. It's not the rednecks. I'm in like American flag on the back of your truck. That's where I'm at.
No,
like,
that's where we live too.
Mm-hmm.
North Florida is that.
Although not our county. Our county is now Blueval.
That's true. Yeah, we did, but we didn't want to have a political show. We wanted to talk about digital cards. But
Yeah, right. Yeah,
we were
let's.
talking about Georgia, and then I said mean shit about him, so we had to say some nice stuff too. You guys are ignorant and you don't know what a book is, but well, so we
Yeah,
like
you voted okay.
yeah, so good job. And then
And maybe today, later in the football game, we'll see Georgia blow another lead.
Oh,
oh
wah,
wow,
wah.
I didn't. Is that a football term? I don't know from football. Anyways, back to the world of digital cards. Disney Collect. They were showing last night at the Digicast. They were showing the new base, which is going to be coming out very soon. Obviously, within the next week or so. It feels like. And man, those look nice. Did you see them?
Yeah, they look awesome. Like I suffer through the Digicast every week, for the
It's rough.
giveaways, for the news, which is so hard. They were so bad this week.
I
But
would
the
like just to
base
gather
cards were worth it. Like it was definitely worth seeing that sneak peek of the base cards. I love like the stills from the movie base, like when they actually take from the movies. I love
Yes,
that.
there's a lot of scene in those cards.
Yes.
That's what I really liked. I mean, it was like, boom, there's a screen grab from, and it's
Yep.
something great. It looks amazing.
Yeah, I like that so much more. I'm so glad they did that this time. It reminds me of the classic cards that they have where they did all the different decades. Like those were fantastic. So the base is kind of reminiscent of that, where it's the screen grabs. I can't wait to see what characters they have. Like I'm excited about the Disney
Okay,
base.
guys.
Oh no,
guys,
is it concept time?
No.
No. What?
Marvel Collect Editor's Choice return. There's a free card you can claim.
Yeah.
And then you can go claim the Thanos Award.
Oh, cool.
After you go claim the first card.
First card, cool. Let me go get that
quick.
time. If that just drop at 9:30 or what?
It must have, because I just saw
Let's see if so you just did it. Let me see if I can pull it off now. If this fucking thing will load.
So what are we doing? Editor's choice.
Editor's Choice.
Select this card. Free.
Collect this card now.
And then go to your awards, and you should be able to get Thanos.
Claim award. Got it.
Good job, guys. Wow. They grow up so fast.
Wow.
Thanks for finding that, Crystal.
Good job, Crystal. Well done. We did have something about Marvel Collect.
Wow.
So, anyways, briefly back to Disney Collect. The new base looks amazing. They did have a little hitch this week when they dropped the VIP to all those nice folks who spend a little money. I usually drop $5 a month to get that. What do you call this little Disney? The like the Mickey Mouse VIP, the base one.
Yeah.
Not Mickey. I'm sorry.
Winnie
the Pooh. I love those. Those are sweet little set. And I'll finish the whole thing for the year. That'll be like my seasons. So that's fun. But yeah, so they had a little blooper where they dropped the wrong one. They dropped the Mickey, which is the big spender one, and they to everybody, and then they fixed it.
I missed that.
Yeah, I missed that too. Apparently they fixed it. I think they just switched the cards out.
Oh, boo.
Whatever, so something went wrong there, but I missed it. So that's how quickly it went by. And then we just talked a little bit about Marvel. Shit just happened. If you want to know more, I know that they had some controversy this week because, and it's a good problem to have. It's something that folks in the app have been begging for ages, is those comic covers.
Yes. Yeah. I don't like them. They really fucked them up.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, is they did come back. Be careful what you wish for, but bye to limited counts again, and so it really kind of fucks up because those golds were 1,000 count cards.
Yeah, 1,000 count gold, and then I think the silver was unlimited. But they're beautiful cards. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, people do love them because they're beautiful, but the reason that they've held the value that they did wasn't just based on how good they look. It's like anything that they do in Star Wars. When they bring it back without that limit, it kills it. Now, that I think the golds did sell out. Like, they limited it by how many. I know that the coin packs for gold were gone, at least when I looked yesterday, but they're already sitting at like 1,400 last time I checked. Like, and I'm already getting people trying to trade me. I've got dupes, and they want to trade. Let me get those old golds for
no. Again, yeah, there we go. That's Top's fucking the collector over. by making something that's similar but not quite the same. And then you've got this army of doofuses that would like very much for those to be the same.
Yeah. Now, I did get an opposite trade. I got a buddy that I trade with in Marvel, Excalibur, and he did send me an old gold that I needed for a new one. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. But, that was a buddy trade there.
The exception rather than the rule. It looks like some of our friends on Twitch did get in and got it and got that nice award. Well done, whoever was letting people know about that. So we got it out live and on the air. Boom, boom, bam, pow, boom, boom. So with that, and of course my weekly recommendation, if you want more Marvel Collect news,
people who actually know what
give a fuck. I guarantee they got a lot to say about the comic covers being back. I don't think they're very happy about it. Check out Scuttlebutt. Scuttlebutt podcast is your source for Marvel Collect news.
Yeah, Jim's doing an awesome thing. Like if you're in any of the Facebook groups,
I am
doing contests in both for Disney and for Star Wars for people that if you hit the original 20K monument numbers in Star Wars, he's got a nice array of different cards that he's giving away.
Yeah, flections. There's reflections in there. And he's not fucking around. He's offering some nice prizes.
Since Disney doesn't have monuments, he's doing it for Disney as well, where he's giving away some old cards. If you hit monument numbers in Disney for your horde. And it's basically he's not set it up to where anyone can start monumenting right now and hit it. It's just for people that have been grinding all year and or maybe give them that little boost, something for all their effort. So
I would figure you'd configure it properly, because it felt like a contest for the original 20K didn't have an awful lot of people ready to go there.
Yeah.
I was ready, and I saw a few other, but I mean, they're all like major hoarders that were ready. I just finished this week. I got to 30,000 on Jana.
Wow.
Nice.
So I'm gonna meld 2 monuments.
I'm melding 2 clients.
I'm that guy. Anybody that's hoarding Jana, hey, congratulations. I'm driving the count up on that for you.
I'm driving the count up on client. I'm gonna do 2 of them. I'll have more than that, to leave me some hoard. But I don't care about the count on the client, because it's not going anywhere. Like, I love that card and I want 2 of them. Hell, at this point, like with DJ, because I'm, sending out tons of hoard trades still, and DJ is the one that I get the most of, because everyone has a pile of DJ.
Yeah.
I might be able to hoard 2 DJ if I keep it up.
Well, he needs a lift.
Needs a lift.
Needs a lift. Well, we're already talking about Star Wars. So let's go and get into Star Wars. Boom. All right.
I'll be keeping it there, baby. I'll be keeping it there. I'll be keeping it there, baby. I'll be keeping it there.
Okay. Marathons in a Minute, Keeping It Weekly Edition, Series 3. Sunday, Editor's Choice, Top Choice, you know what I mean. And it was Ben Quadraneros. Although I really liked it when it was like them doing something. So it should be like Ben Quadraneros losing.
Just before his ship goes.
So, which was that happened to his ship? I don't know. I can't.
Isn't he the one, as soon as he pushed the button, they all just flew in 4 different directions? Because he had 4 engines.
Was he the one with the 4 engines?
I think he was, because he's Quadraneros.
Oh,
duh.
Shit.
Boom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was the 4-engine guy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway.
Stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you let your kids name shit. George Lucas.
Gilded Galaxy this week. It's a classic. Again, it's a very nice one. It's a ESP Dagobah Luke. Very, very nice. Very nice. Gilded Galaxy.
I barely look at them. Okay.
Well, I mean, they're not worth shit. So.
Right. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. But they're epic or whatever. Aren't they like an epic?
Yeah, they're epic.
Like, that word does not mean what I think you mean.
I love how new players at a certain point decide, oh shit, I have Gildeds. It's got Gilded in the name. I'm going to go out and
trading gold gilded.
Trading gold Gildeds for other gold Gildeds. Come strong.
Characters
want my
matter. First legendary.
I really want that first legendary. Okay, sorry.
Okay, anyway.
Sidetrack.
Yeah, you almost scrolled past Monday. You messed me up.
Don't do it.
All right, Monday, Heroes. Of course, it was not Hera. It was Mace Windu. And then Tuesday, droids. Oh, it was a buzz droid. They are obnoxious. They get on your ship. They're
like the sand of droids.
Yeah,
they get everywhere.
They get everywhere.
Yeah, and they cut the head off your
droid. Yeah, they're not nice. Wednesday, featured creature with your salvage workbench nonsense, which is really nothing compared to what's happened now with the workbench and whatnot. But anyway.
Yeah, back in the good old days.
Yeah. It was Tognath. I don't know how to say that, but it's one of those guys from Rogue One. The benthic guy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is a Tognath. I did not know that was his species, but okay.
No one's half the battle.
There you go. And
G.I. Joe.
Thursday, fan choice, top choice tournament, because if anything we did not have enough of this week, it was political contests. Yeah. So really good that when we got to Thursday this week, we could focus on a political contest that we wouldn't know the results of.
Wow, timely. That is timely as fuck. Well done, Tops. Good job.
So, this week it was Jar Jar versus Valorum. Who knows who'll win the Electoral College in that one, but we'll find out in, sometime.
Whatever.
Maybe we'll find out. So, and then Friday, villains. Wow. It was Trudgeon.
He's the best.
Trudgeon.
He's the best.
They finally weren't cowards and put Trudgeon in there.
I immediately thought of you when I saw it. I was like, Trudgeon's the best.
They're not cowards anymore. I like how they were cowards.
They were.
They're cowards. They wouldn't put him in a pack.
They put like every other freaking Knight of Ren in there, and they didn't put the one that was the best.
I just love how not selecting your chosen character somehow was a moral failing on their part.
Well, I mean,
they're cowards.
They're still cowards for the lack of handmaidens.
That's true.
I mean, where's Blowed Up Corday Part 2?
Buckle
Come on.
up. Yeah, well, you won't see that for a while. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
When we talk about new base.
And we're a couple minutes away still from seeing what the concept's going to be. I don't know how they could top last week with that Mustafar guard spider thing, whatever the heck that was, which
it was gross.
Kind of a spider week.
Yeah, that's a lot of spider stuff.
A lot of spiders this week.
Yeah.
I got attacked by all the spiders.
What spiders?
Out in the backyard, I got attacked by a bunch of spiders.
Did you?
No.
Spiders out there?
You'd believe that. Yes, there are spiders everywhere. Spiders are incredibly adaptable and nimble, and they have all kinds of different environments and places. There are thousands of spiders in the backyard right now.
Spider chat.
Bet you anything. Bet you anything. It's probably a solid 8 to 10 ounces of spider meat back there if you just put them in a bag and weigh it. And then you could open the bag and let them out.
Oh!
There's the show title, Greg. 8 to 10 ounces of spider meat.
Yeah, that's good. That's good eating.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
That's good eating. So that was the week, and we'll find out what concept is any second. Can you give me a scroll there, sweet cheeks? Thanks.
No. What? Excuse me? You want to continue to live, ass?
Okay. So is there anything above meditation?
Keeping it weekly.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
Yeah.
You did that.
Yeah,
all right.
I did.
All right, let me change back on. Let me change it back.
I did that. Yeah, and I want a different color scheme next week.
Oh,
Oh, no, it's already happening.
No, how about this? This is a new one.
There we go. Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's an X-Wing hanger. Looks pretty nice.
Good one.
Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, that's cool. So, meditation chamber is at 13 still. They have not had that 99-cent bundle on that for several days now.
Yeah,
really? Like, I just got it the other day. Like, is it gone now?
Wasn't today. It wasn't there yesterday.
Huh.
And it's given out the new base, which makes
Yeah, that's how I've got so much base, is I've been getting that 99-cent and then getting the 50 crystal pack of base and just powering through that 250.
Right.
Piling up the base.
It's all about the base.
Yeah. Right now it is. And it's the price. I mean, I like, to the point our friend Alan is like, look, I'm buying tons of base right now because I feel like right now we're getting the best price we're gonna see
Probably.
Yeah.
on base. And if I want to hoard and I want to, get a jump start on this, I'm just gonna dump a shitload on base right now because he's liking the 500 pack for 500 credits. He's busting a shitload of those, and then the that two crystals.
It's like
for 10
finally you want 2 crystals.
Yeah, that
Because
thing.
every other time I would do lock on and be like, damn it, I got 2 crystals.
Yeah, what am I going to do with that? Well, now you can use
Now
it and
you
blow it
know.
on some base and stuff. And then they have let's talk about the base first because we knew what the design looked like. We've seen basically the projection puck type style, and we knew what the characters were all pretty much going to be, right?
Yeah.
So now we're just to the point where they drop them into packs.
But no warning. Just like one day they were like, boom.
Well, I mean, I think I said they were probably going to show up.
Why did it have to be something that was spidery?
Something more
Spidery kind of weak, isn't it?
Yeah, it's some kind of a, what do they call it? Blue crawling, it's crawling droids.
Let me see it.
Crawling droids.
The description is,
Ew! Enough with the spiders this week, Star Wars.
It's more crab-like. It is more crab-like, but yes.
But look at that one. Legs.
They remind me of those aliens from
Star Wars?
No, Starship Troopers or whatever.
Oh, I hate those guys.
Yeah, those are fucking awful. I don't like those ones.
Oh.
The Starship Troopers ones, blah.
Yeah, they're bad. That was a good movie. So, so the new base is cool and interesting kind of color choices I thought on the orange and the blue and the red. It's kind of a muted, not super primary. It's definitely like, somebody went Pantone.
Yeah.
On this, but they're nice looking cards, I think. And right away they gave you a shitload of stuff to fucking do with them, whether you wanted to or not.
Oh, the events. Oh my God, that trade one, the collect is just disgustingly tedious and hateful.
No,
you didn't.
No,
because there's more stuff in there.
Okay, cool.
I'll just try and remember it. I
Well,
gotta find it.
I hope you can, or you can make a note if you recall. So yeah, it's a nice looking base, and they right away they have an event thing that popped up, and when it first showed up,
you're jumping ahead to base.
What?
You're yeah, okay, whatever. Go ahead, keep going. I gotta find what the heck I found.
Oh, I mean, I would have put the Jedi set after base, anyways. That's more
because
exciting.
the Jedi set with the letters for Anakin and Ahsoka happened before the base.
Oh, okay. So that's a timeline that I'm working on.
Yes, I'm going chronological.
Maybe that's why I can never know what fucking day it is. I have no timeline.
Maybe.
That's probably what it is.
Maybe.
That's probably what it is. But okay, well then we'll talk about the Jedi set. I hate it, and they had letters.
Yeah.
Did
It can die. You can spell out die, and that's what it needs to do.
It's like the routine kicker now. Those white ones.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I mean, I'm not collecting them. I don't want them, and people are always throwing them at me as for kickers or base or whatever. I don't fucking want them.
Chronologically, we missed bitching about the Halloween base chase event thing that went on last Saturday.
Oh, for the lightnings.
Yeah, for the lightnings.
Oh, okay, the lightnings.
Those lightnings.
Let's talk about that
because we're a mess.
Well, it's not on the thing. I forget. I'm like
I
Ron Burgundy.
Second version.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Sorry. So yeah, okay. Well, the lightning.
Saturday was the Halloween thing, and it was like was it 2 hours or 3 hours?
2 hours. It started at noon.
And it was every 2 hours, and it wasn't really hard, except some of it was the newer base, so.
Yeah.
Some of those poor people in their hordes, unfortunately, but
yeah, and they were all like really, like Zillow beasts.
Zillow beasts.
Okay.
But the lightnings were gorgeous.
I'm monumenting Muff Tack, and that was one of them. So it actually worked out because you had those weighted, cheap support packs this time.
Oh yeah.
So at first I was like, I've got to meld Porgs and Muff Tack, and I don't want to do that. And then I was like, oh wait, I have these support packs, so I can make it up and actually get more base. So it wasn't bad. I just hated, I had to set an alarm for it, and it's like, this is not what I was planning on doing.
That's like work, yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
But they were nice variants. The lightning
They
effect
look
is-
amazing. Yeah.
The Maul is crazy.
Yeah, they look really cool, and I like what they're able to do. But by the same token, I think that the Disney base that they just showed will be just as capable of selling variants. There's a lot of frame and stuff
Yeah.
going on there for them to work with on variants. So I'm not, and plus, not so much in the backgrounds, but more in the border. I think they've got plenty of
Yeah.
space there.
Although the Star Wars definitely lends itself to more crazy variants because of all that empty space. And I think they've said that they're going to just pummel us with base variants this year.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and then I don't know that if you look at we've seen a couple of situations where like you can understand the construction of the card in terms of how it all layers together. I mean, we're actually seeing that as a fuck up when we look at the card sheet and we scroll and it sends off the black slices off the top, you know. There's obviously that's a layer that's getting thrown out here and you know showing this error. So it's interesting to see if it's possible for them, you know, like right now we have a projection, basically it's a little projection effect that overlays over all the images. Will it be possible for them to change that layer and make it something else or a different color or more dramatic or something like that on top of what they're doing with the, you know, the motion effect thing? Or is that part of that? Is that part of that layer?
No. I don't know.
No, that motion is actually kind of cool. Like it's so subtle. I didn't even really notice it at first, like until I sat there and I was looking at the card and I was like, oh, that's got a really nice subtle motion to it. That's not fucking anything up. Like that's what I worried about. Like you have a fully motion base card. You know, there's so many base cards in there. I was gonna worry if it was gonna lag things down or cause.
I feel like maybe it is. I've had, you know, I've been having to open a shitload of packs, especially of new base. And I've had a lot of situations where the fucking app just straight up crashes. I mean, just boom, down, back to your screen there, reopen and start over.
Oof.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, a lot. And I that's a problem I haven't seen in a long ass time where it would just straight up crash out of the app.
Yeah, that's extra obnoxious.
Yeah, and I'd seen people, you know, with concerns about the, you know, size or whatever, all the complexity that's going into moving, you know, to having these moving cards and stuff like that. Was that going to be an issue? So it remains to be seen if it gets to be, you know, a chronic deal and people start complaining about it. I don't know what they're going to do about it.
Yeah, fix it.
Fix it.
Well. It's like they have stuff that's just getting to the point of working, and then okay, let's add a new wrinkle that fucks everything up.
Yeah.
So that's a classic cell phone. Oh, Tops.
Yeah.
We love you.
But so, and then it seemed like Halloween was kind of boring with just those things going on,
Right.
and there was that one set. That other than that, it was the like that kind of the brushstroke thing.
Yeah.
Colors,
Just
yeah.
kind of like,
Emotion.
Barely
kind of missed
qualified as
those
Halloween.
silly cartoony kind of sets they've done before for Halloween. It was just kind of like, but then it was kind of like, it's 2020. It kind of fits.
Well, a lot of people didn't really see a strong connection between what they did on Halloween and Halloween.
No, there wasn't. Except, you know, I guess the lightning was supposed to be. Ooh.
If they'd have said frightening lightning.
Hey,
Happy Halloween. Here's your frightening lightning variant.
Oh,
boom.
What?
And now, it's
what?
And a little dumb bullshit in the fucking transmission. Oh, come into the haunted house of horrors and get your frightening lightnings.
Didn't really try.
Every 2 hours, it'll be a terrifying chase to the finish. Will you make it?
That would have been perfect. That would have felt more like Halloween.
So fucking easy to do that.
Yeah.
They make no fucking effort. I don't understand.
Obviously, they were spending their effort planning other activities for us.
Nice.
Let's talk about activities, shall we?
Not yet. We'll get through the other stuff and then we'll set you loose on activities. So we had, you know, Halloween, such as it was. And then Sunday we had the Jedi set again with the letters finishing off Anakin and Ahsoka. And hopefully we're done with that for now. And then what else did we get? There was other stuff we got this week. Monday, we got Mando episode cards.
Yes. Yeah.
which
Yeah.
are gorgeous.
Yeah,
and
they're nice.
fun
Just your
and
classic screenshots and all
yeah,
3
and
variants.
it was from the Marshall, so got to get that Cobb Vanth. Come on, man.
I think I just did the base
Yeah.
version on that one. Or no, I did silver.
I did the bronze and the silver. I
Yeah,
I
I
thought
want
about
bronze.
doing gold, but
If you
then,
did silver, you got bronze.
but then
yeah.
everybody was doing gold, and so it's like, okay, it's not going to be that rare then if everybody's doing gold. So I
Right.
just didn't do gold.
I didn't even
But
try.
it's a nice looking set, and I guess we're going to get the every Monday along with our Mando Monday 10 cards that we get at midnight.
Oh,
Those
that's
variants.
okay. Right.
Yeah.
The Mando Monday variant, and then we'll be getting the episode cards on Monday. And then this week we also got Mandalorian Fractured,
Yes. Yeah.
and we got a weird little 8-card set called Armor and Arms.
Yeah, I didn't like that
Yeah,
set.
I mean,
the artwork on it was really nice, but it's kind of
it was easy,
kind of plain,
and
too
yeah.
easy. It was like 8 cards or something, right?
yeah, but there was there's base, So a lot of these stupid little sets I think are going to sell more because there's base in the packs. If people are paying attention,
that's a situation where you're hoping you don't get the insert.
Because for some reason you need some base, certain types of base, like your Stormtroopers and your Darth Vaders and your R2s.
Yep.
I don't know what kind of accent I just went into.
Was that an accent?
I don't know.
I thought you became a completely different person.
I don't know what that was.
I thought the results of our seance finally took hold.
I don't know. But
Finally.
so all that stuff led to all the activities.
Okay, so now we can talk about events.
Greg, tell us what you think about all these events.
Wow.
Because, in the app update, there was this event section, and we're like, ooh, what's going to be in the event? And boy, do we know now.
Well, first they started with
Never tell me the odds.
Never tell me the odds, which we haven't seen in a while. They said, oh, it's going to return. Apparently, it's been 17 months.
Wow.
Since it returned. It's hard to believe it was that long ago, but I think somebody said 17 months.
Wow.
So that's a long fucking time for to have not seen that. Not that it was like, oh, it was so missed. But there's a lot of people in the app that weren't around for it the first time, I'm sure. So that's going. Okay, so I've said in the past, that for me this time right now has been very difficult because a lot of my activity was outside of the house, doing stuff at the school, things like that. I had the house stuff, but a lot of stuff at the school too. Not able to do any of that. So I really have been kind of adrift and really feel like I had a lot of purpose. But now, thanks to events, I've got something to fill every fucking hour of every goddamn miserable, drudgery-filled day, fucking opening packs for 2 crystals a pop, or fucking asteroid packs for 250 goddamn coins in the thousands. The thousands. It's a lot of fun. And then you add in the perfect run where you basically have to be on deck and ready to fucking play Crystal's favorite lock-on 16 times for the first thing, and then the second thing is
cargo
drops, which you have to catch on in the allotted time. You go through this whole rigmarole. It's a fucking punishment gauntlet, and there's what's later. Now you do trades. You have to send a shitloads of terrible trades to people, or what?
It's that the base collecting one was just like a nonstop barrage of like, let me spend the next hour sending myself base back and forth.
Are you talking about the rust?
Yeah, that one.
We're not even to the rust yet.
Not on that one yet. The next one, it's lock on, then cargo drops, then collect a trophy, then craft cards, then send trades, then be done, I believe is how that goes. I'm waiting on the timer to run out on the trophy. The trophy one is what I'm waiting on.
Set thing.
You gotta leave a trophy sitting out there.
Leave a trophy sitting there, so you can continue that journey.
I can't do it. I love my awards too much.
Journey of crafting and activities.
Yeah,
dude,
I love
activities like Step Brothers.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Step Brothers. Oh, we'll have so much more room for activities. That's what they said when they built that fucking event box on the homepage.
And crafting, I'm not looking forward to. You have to craft 60 times, and I love how we have, our crafting is 4 base cards for 1 for some reason. Instead
you
of
can't even.
everyone else gets
The,
two.
the crafting one wasn't even counting tier crafts. It wasn't even counting those for that. You had to do other crafting. It was not counting the tier ones. So when you get to that, congratulations, you're going to be doing something else in the workbench. Probably it works in tandem, I guess, with the asteroid thing. But, you know, I mean, we got like, I think we still have like 15 days or something on the asteroid deal. It's going to be around for a while. That's when you just kind of keep plugging away until you get enough to meld, you know, the bigger ones.
I can't even pull on my main right now because I pulled the one in the, you know, I pulled that card. So now those packs are gone.
I got the success card on my main. I had just traded. I traded somebody for the success card, and did okay on the trade. And then when I got it, when the trade was accepted, my pack went away.
Yep.
It eliminates your pack, and so then
what about your activities?
What's that?
What about your activities? Your pack goes away.
Well, I'm stuck. That's the thing. I pulled it on my alt, so I held it there, and I kept opening on my main, and then I pulled one on my main. So then I was just okay. Well, now I can just send that over to there, but I can't get at those.
You know what I'm doing on those?
What?
Nothing. Because I don't give a fuck about that. It's drudgery.
It's
drudgery.
The opening so many packs.
I don't want to have an app I have to work in. That's what I have work for.
Yeah, I don't know where they got the idea that they think opening packs is fun.
I just want to collect some cards and make some sets and look at pretty pictures and ugly pictures and stupid pictures. I don't want to have to.
Stupid pictures. I just want stupid cat pictures and cats doing funny things and wearing hats or something.
Well, I'm give me some stupid Baby Yoda pictures.
That'd be great. Make it stupider the better. I love it.
Please let me open a 10-pack. Like I hate that we don't get as many of those. Like, here's your single pack, and then here, if you want to go ham on it, here's a 10-pack. You don't even have to discount it. Just let me open 10 packs at once with one button.
This is how fucking tired we were opening packs on the base thing for the Rust, because, you know, you got to at least try to get to numbers and then start trading around to build up your numbers for those ones that you need for the Rust challenge. So we're opening shitload of packs.
Is it a Rust challenge? What is the challenge?
Well,
Rainbow Chase, I think, is what they've called it.
Yeah, that gives me a lot of ill omens to think that they're calling something like that a rainbow chase. What does that mean? Have they embraced the idea?
They've never understood rainbows.
I tried at great length to actually explain rainbows to Mark at one point on Discord and DM. And to make him understand what that was. And I have a bad feeling he took some of that on board and turned it into something we're all going to fucking hate.
Cool.
Sorry for that, society.
Cool.
Sorry.
Good job, Greg.
I ruined society.
Greg.
God damn it. Oh, Greg, why did you...
There you go.
Oh, God.
Oh, there we're at.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, we're black and white.
It's awesome.
Oh, is that Antifa behind
us?
Yes. No.
They're throwing votes in the fire. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why? It's all so many votes. Okay. That was fun. So yeah, a lot of shit to fucking do in the event section, a lot of stuff to rigmarole, and a lot of people, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. The reward for the perfect run's kind of cool. You get about 150K for it, no matter when you do it. If you're one of the first 500, you get 2,500 crystals, which that's $10.
Yeah.
Plus you get a special Obi-Wan Kenobi avatar. They said as of last night, only about 100 of those had actually been claimed. So they're still out there. If folks are, you know, if you got nothing better to do with your life, Rona, whatever, fuck, there you go.
I don't, and I'm doing it.
Abandon, you know, everything in your life that's important and just do
packs,
that.
Man.
What's that?
These little 2 crystal packs. I'm like, dude, I'm going Allen on.
Here's another annoyance.
That's a good idea of his.
Here's another annoyance. And one of the things that first popped up with the event section was the realization that it was a way to make something that the store icon on a card would no longer take you to a mini store.
Ooh.
That's been a very valuable thing and something we used at Hot Drops, you know, like a Gilded Drop, you're blasting that shopping cart icon.
Yeah.
Like that. Now there's a situation where that could go into a different basket. Still works just like opening a pack. Here's my crystals, here's your pack. But it's in a different place that doesn't link off that store icon, and I really fucking hate that. I really don't like that.
I don't like that at all because that's the back door into getting to things on time. Like it's the only way, like for big important drops where it's like you got to get in there fast. Like that's a necessity. Like
Well, I mean, and if it's not their intention to use that box as a way to circumvent the store icon, if that's not what they were going for, then you should be able to just go right off of the card to the to or at least to whatever the hell that little event page where the packs are.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's new and it's not in any of the other apps. I haven't seen anything about events, and I'm assuming they're going to.
No, they're guinea pigging us. Yay!
Why are they guinea pigging Star Wars? Yeah. This doesn't make any sense to me.
It's this gamification of the apps. Like I don't know. They have this idea in their head that we want this to be a game, rather than a collecting app, and it's. I don't.
I disagree with that.
Make me jump through hoops for my cards.
So much.
Thomas What's Up just showed up in Twitch feed and says, "I'm late. Start the show over."
All right, guys, take it from the top. Roll back.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. It's the Hoardcast here. I'm Tedsallis, and here's Padme1138, and there's AjaMarie. How you doing, AjaMarie?
Hey.
Okay, cool. We started the show over for you. Welcome, Thomas. We'll do requests. Okay, so coming soon. Can we go to that now? Are we good? Okay, I'm lost. But anyways, those Hoard Rust things are about 100 count now. They're still going to be around for a little bit. So I don't know, and I don't know if they're going to change. There's a lot of unknown questions about that as well. Are they going to change the requirements for those? When when they go to the next 3, those are the ones that we have now are out for how long?
I don't know.
A month, I think. Like we've got that for nearly a month, and it's horrible. It's awful. To go through that whole event and do it for all 3 characters, you have to do it
9 times.
9 times to get all 3 of the cards.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
wait, what?
I get 1 ticket.
No.
Yeah, the tickets.
No.
3 tickets.
Yeah.
For 1 guy.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wait.
No.
That's what you realized.
That or
That's
what?
what
Like
you
I don't know
realized.
what they were thinking on that, but you get 1 ticket per character when you do the event, and then it takes 3 tickets to meld 1 card. Which I don't know. Somebody might have fucked up on that one because it doesn't seem like really like they've made it that hard. I don't know if they meant to
fucking
do that.
hard, yeah. So you
9
basically to get 1.
Oh, it's the worst. I have all 3,
What?
but like
That's the other thing. I don't know if the tickets are going to carry over. Like if we're killing ourselves for tickets now.
Yeah.
Later on, are those going to be the ones that we're getting now? Are we going to be able to use them later?
Yeah, so I'm tempted to
why not just either hold them. We don't know if holding them is going to do you any good.
So.
No, it's awful. It's the worst.
Yeah, it's a fucking drudgery, dude. When I said, "Oh, okay, I'm done," that's because that's all I fucking did all day was fucking move that shit from this place to that place and that one to here.
Yeah, but it kept you
forth.
from watching the news and bitching all day.
That's
so
true.
That
That's
helpful.
true.
What I did.
I will live an additional 5 to 6 decades as a result of that. So thank you. Yeah, it sucks.
And so you just get rusts of those 3 characters
for now, but later on they're gonna in 20 days they'll
it's got the whole set.
About 18 days and 3 hours. This one will end and a new one will begin in the next 3. And guess what? There's going to be 33 of these melds somehow, or I don't know how,
What?
Yeah, they've already got it, like, which is odd. They've got them all showing at once. The whole Rust set shows up in sets instead of like a coming soon box. So we know we're getting the entire base set, but like, holy shit.
What?
Think about how many times it is. I'm not doing the math, but like how many times you have to go to that event to get the whole set. That's like the opposite of a game. If they're trying to gamify something, like that's workifying something.
Right.
That's
it's no fun. It is
like,
no fucking fun it's just drudgery to just keep sending trades. I mean, for me, it was opening packs on 2 devices to get
Yep.
my numbers up to where I was even close. Then
Yep.
start going out for people that were trying to complete the set, doing dupes for needs. And if
Yeah.
they had any dupes of those ones I needed for any of those three, then I'm sending, sending trades for that, for their needs, sending them their needs. And that was working out pretty good, but that doesn't last that long. I mean, there's no 24-hour award or any of that shit.
No, I got like the bare minimum to do like do a trade back and forth with my kids where one of us is sending 9 of the white base and then the other one's doing like 1 orange, a couple greens and blue, a variety of the colors, and then just bouncing back and forth,
Yep.
sending that trade over and over again until we both hit our numbers, and then doing it again for the next one, and then for the next one. And
well, it is interesting that I've seen people like you say, like you and your son are ganging up and working together. And basically I see a lot of folks, even in our Twitter group and in the Discord as well, people, oh, hey, I'm working on these. Who's working on stormtroopers? Because I got all the stormtroopers, and then they just send back and forth.
Yeah.
And then it's on to the next one. They just go in a kind of a daisy chain and just keep moving those cards.
Yeah.
How did they manage to hit everything on the board of bad ideas? They're gonna have to buy a new one. They're gonna have to buy a new one. I mean, how did they manage to hit every part of it? They blew it up.
It blew up, and pieces of bad idea sprayed everywhere.
It's clear, like sometimes that they don't use the app. Like the people that are coming up with these ideas aren't doing it. I think when they come up with new plans like this, if they've got the event, the people that work there need to sit down and try to do these things themselves and go, okay, I'm going to run through what we're asking everyone else to do. Let me see if this is entertaining or feasible, or like, how do I feel doing this?
Right. Yeah. I'm not going
to try to do this event. They'd have been like, oh no, nobody's going to fucking like this. This is horrible. Just do the shit yourself. Like
well, they can't test it. They can't test it themselves, because if they made somebody in the office try this and do this, then it would be a hostile workplace. Oh, shots fucking fired.
Really? It's fucking facts, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it appeals to the part of the brain for. Remember, I used to play that stupid farm story game where I basically had that virtual farm, and I would get different. I'd get new crops. Like, of course, I got raspberries. Harvest raspberries now, and
or it's kind of like your pocket frogs.
Yeah, I haven't played Pocket Frogs anymore.
Are they Pocket Frogs?
I wasted a huge. I wouldn't. Yeah, they're just kind of. Once I got glass chromas, I'm like, okay, I'm done. And that was as easy as going to Discord and going, hey, has anybody got any glass chromas? And they're like, yeah, here you go. And I'm like, okay, got a couple, done it. Bought the T-shirt. Forget. It's already like so many, I think, updates that it had stopped downloading updates for it. It just has like a little down arrow over the icon, which means I haven't fucked with it for days. So
wow.
Yeah, so that was a lot of events.
That's bullshit.
So you're really coming to terms right now with how fucking pain in the ass that Rust shit is?
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Well, you'll have to do it eventually if there's gonna be a horde for you.
Who's to say you actually? Who's to say you have to collect every variant of your horde this time, though?
Who knows?
Ooh. Boss of me.
That's true. You don't have to rainbow.
I don't have
Nobody
to.
ever has to rainbow.
You don't have to. Maybe I have enough.
Maybe rainbow's not cool enough anymore.
Maybe it'll be on eBay, like Matt told us. I was talking about it to Matt, and he was like, just eventually they'll be all over eBay. The farmers will have all these Rust. Just buy your character on eBay instead of going.
Well, they started out wanting too much. I mean, the in the world of eBay sellers, they're on crack. Some of them, because there's guys that are trying to sell.
Well, that's because some people are buying things for things it's not.
No. I mean, this is just general. I know what you're talking about, and that's not a person that's going to be buying fucking asteroid hits for 90 cents, 99 cents.
Though, gives people the wrong ideas about values of cards, and that's what the farmers could be seeing some of those prices and being.
There was a guy on eBay that was trying to sell asteroid hits, the strikes or whatever, for 60 of them for 99 cents, and I'm like, oh well, if you wanted to try to buy enough of those to do the top meld, which was what you don't have to do this to impress me.
Yeah.
That's 37.20 to 1 to meld that one. That would cost you $124. And there's no fucking way it's worth $124.
No.
There's no fucking way. Even the 37.20 to 1 success card only goes for 10-15 bucks, I think.
Yeah.
So it ain't there as far as value goes. So lenticular sets are coming today and tomorrow, apparently.
Really?
That's what they said in the Digicast yesterday. They said there was a set today. Now these are their statements, because in the past I have said these things that Mark says, I repeat them, and they are not correct. So we will see. Waiting with bated breath. But apparently there's a set called Takadana.
Oh, Tokadana. Okay.
What is that? Was that the planet where
That was where
Yeah.
Castle was.
Okay, so there's all kinds of hijinks happening around
Yeah, it
there.
could be
And
all kinds of stuff.
Kylo Ren and Stormtroopers and Poe Dameron and
Badass,
Finn
sexy
and
Kylo
Rey.
Ren. Yeah.
Yeah, he said that the Kylo's definitely going to be in it, because they just had called it Maz's Castle before, and they decided not to name it that because they had Kylo Ren in the set, and he technically wasn't at the castle. So
Well, he kind of went over. He walked on top of the ruins.
yeah.
Well, I'm still stuck on that sexy Kylo. That's the Kylo where
I
he's
know.
literally at his most monstrous, with the mask on all the time and
He's
storming around and
great. Great.
yeah, you like him like
He's
that?
great like that.
Yeah, I'm a
Right?
crystal.
Right? He's great like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
It's even better when you know what's going on underneath, and that he's huge in muscles and just it's great.
Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. Cool. We learn about each other every day for years, and then some. So Takadana with that sexy Kylo will be coming out later today, hopefully. Hopefully so. She's gonna be really pissed if he's not, and if he's not super sexy in it. I don't know. What did you?
I don't know. Kylo can
I didn't.
really
I
unflattering
didn't.
Kylo.
Totally missed the whole digi thing because
Okay.
I was doing.
You were working.
I was working.
You were helping people.
You didn't miss much.
Well, and then Sunday there's supposed to be a set called Lion Art for the Mandalorian.
Is that going to be like that line art they did before?
I don't know. Did they do line art before?
A long time ago, didn't they do it for like Force Awakens?
Are you talking about? That's Fine Line.
Oh, was that Fine
That
Line?
was Fine Line. This is something.
Same thing, though. I imagine it's probably going to look about the same.
Line art.
Mm.
So I don't know what that is. So we'll see. And then they're supposed to be coming, I think, next week. They're supposed to start with the end credit scenes, those little concepts that they show during the credits.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I
those
love
are
that.
Those are really nice. I did all the last ones. I think I might have just done them in like the mid or bottom level. Like red, I think, was it last time? Because I like red.
Oh,
Red.
so red.
This is my favorite color, is red.
Red.
Yeah.
Cool, Reed.
So I'm looking forward to those. Those will be fun, and I expect that we'll probably see the same, layout with three. Was it three variants? There was blue, red, and gold last time. So that's probably what we'll see again with the same kind of structure. Before we get too far down the line from base, we are already a million miles away. But one of the other things was that they had definitely showing a harder ratio, and it was showing in pack openings for the orange and the green this time out in the new base.
Is it? I hadn't paid much attention to the ratios.
They had a stated ratio on the packs, and you could see it play out, especially when you were first opening the packs. You basically got, there's white at the top, and it's stretched all the way out, and then a little further down, blue, and then not quite as far red, not quite as far green, hardly any orange. It was really interesting to see those ratios. So it'll be interesting to see, because it felt like in S7, there was no difference in the rarity between an orange and a white. It all felt, I would give, routinely, I would give 1-to-1 on orange to white, especially if I'm like really gunning on orange.
Like green seemed to be the hardest for me. Like green was where I had the deficit. I think the most in S7 was green. I had more oranges than greens a lot of the time.
Well, they are coming out of claim packs, and I think they're on the wheel as well.
Yeah.
The orange and the green, because I know I've got some out of claim packs.
Yeah.
So, and they've come out of those, mission packs, where you get some coins and you get a pack that has nothing in it.
Yeah.
And What's Up wants to know, hey, it says, hey, we're drowning in Mandalorian. What do you feel is the impact on us? Right now, Happy Days are here again because it's new shows and we're watching the new shows and enjoying it and excited about it. And somebody said online the other day on Twitter, I saw somebody say, Star Wars, Mandalorian is Star Wars now. And I'm like, okay. I'm cool with that. I like that Star Wars. It's good.
Except
Yeah, I'm definitely okay with it. Like, I definitely would like to see some other content sprinkled in with it. Like, I don't want all Mandalorian all the time, but I love all the Mandalorian content. Like, I'm really happy with it. I'm thrilled to death with getting new Star Wars every single Friday. Like, that's
right. Yeah. I mean, it's like, wow, that's exciting when you have,
it is. It's like this sense of wonder every week that I get to sit down and watch some new Star Wars content where it's just the kids and I were like jaw dropped, like we're wide-eyed and jaw dropped every Friday watching it. Like it's I'm stoked about it.
yeah, we watched the one yesterday and we were just screaming.
Yeah,
I know, right?
howling.
Screaming.
Just howling.
And I don't think I'd ever been screaming at a Star Wars before. I
great.
was just like, we
were howling. It was fun.
Yeah, the kid was
so
like,
fun.
I'm out. I am out. What is going on? I'm out.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so
100%.
I answered the wrong question for Thomas because he switched gears too fast on me there. But he was asking what would be the impact on us for color deficit. On us, Thomas? None. We open shitloads and tons of fucking packs. Base is never going to be hard for us. For down the line, if you're trying to be free to play, it could end up being an issue. But I think there'll always be situations where there'll be some kind of insert that you can get your oranges and your greens in quantity that you need for if push comes to shove. A year ago I would have howled, no way, I'll never give inserts for base. No, sir. But now I do all the time.
Well, yeah, because if you're going after some of those sets, you just end up with so much uncommons.
Right. It's like,
it's
okay.
just like,
if I spent or wasted coins on this thing and I have too many, I might as well turn it into something that
exactly.
it plays into a goal that I'm working on. So that's that. One of the other things that was very interesting, very late in the show, Gabby was talking about some things that they're working on in Disney. And one of the things that she mentioned was a higher level of block.
I loved hearing that.
Where basically if you have somebody blocked, you won't see their comments. You won't see their trade posts. You won't see anything. They will just cease to exist.
No, I love that. That's like the old Beck Deluxe. I can't wait.
So I immediately went and I blocked Donald Trump. He ceased to exist. There we go. Sorry, I had to go political again in a really dumb, terrible, poor way. keeping it weekly like that. So we are to the portion of the show. Did we miss anything in any of the apps? Is there something somebody in Twitch?
Almost certainly, but not that I can think of off the top of my head. We probably missed something glaring and obvious that,
I mean, it was mostly activity.
I think we did well.
And talk about losing your timeline. Fucking spend 6 droning hours swapping cards from device to device for a little while.
Yeah, it completely numbed my brain.
It's not fun.
No.
Not fun. So, I already gave out my shout out to Tim Hazmat C for helping a brother out with that Neon Mob set. That was most appreciated. I really liked it. How about you? You got anything to say to anybody, sweetheart?
Just the regular horde guys always showing up for their hordes. I know some of them are doing a whole bunch of stuff. Darth NATO and Quicknass.
Yeah, Darth NATO
on the regular.
He's a machine, bro.
Yeah,
he's a machine.
Yeah,
he's probably.
Did he ever get that Rise of the Sith?
Not that I'm aware of.
Rise of Skywalker.
Not that I'm aware of. He did take it up with Mark that, hey man, it was really nice of you and thank you very much for You know, and I can't wait to get it. And you know, any ideas? And he hasn't got it yet.
I mean, how hard is it to slap a monument on the award card
well, I mean,
for base?
now we're practically to the next round of monuments, and he still hasn't got it. So
That sucks.
Fix it, Mark.
well, maybe it's a pattern with Tops to fuck over hoarders like they did with the TLJ base.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, shots fired. I still
Oh!
haven't fucking forgot that
Yeah.
shit, man.
That's okay. That's okay. I have my nice TLJ hoard. That's fine. That's
true.
fine.
My mini rainbow.
Yeah.
All the way down to 5 count. Lucky me.
Yeah.
I have 3 of the 5. That's pretty stupid.
I think I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Stupid. All right. Well, with that, I guess we can move into what you're watching.
Tell me what you're watching on your TV tonight. Tell me what you're streaming on your iPad. Tell me what you're watching every day and at night. I'll be outside watching from the bushes.
AjaMarie, what you watching? What you
Oh,
watching?
you know, it was a Star Wars week. Other than the map show, which ate up so much of my time this week, and watching news, you know, I didn't watch anything new. It was a Mandalorian, you know, since that's come out. I've literally just been rewatching every Star Wars movie on Disney Plus. Like, me and the kids have sat down and we did the whole, you know, sat there from, you know, chronological beginning to end, everything on Disney Plus.
Nice.
That's what we did. We did a rewatched all the Mandalorian, and then we've been keeping up. It's just been like full force Star Wars, because that I can't keep my mind on anything else. Like, I've been refreshing election results on my phone, and the one thing that I know that can keep my mind off that is if we sit down and rewatch all the Star Wars. Like, that will catch my attention.
Yeah, it's comfort food.
It is. It
like,
really
damn,
is.
this is my happy space. This is my safe place.
Yeah. But that's it. I don't think I watched anything new. Like, I can't think of a single thing new that I watched.
Yeah, I didn't watch much. I played some Fallout 76. I kind of said, oh, what the hell, and threw in my $16 or whatever it was on the latest Fallout 76, which I've swore I wasn't gonna get into, and I really haven't gotten into it. To tell you the truth, it really hasn't hooked me yet.
My son hates it. Like, he's got it, but regrets having it. You know, he's been going back and playing the old Fallouts. You know, he plays the hell out of those. Like 76, he's gone back, I think, like 2 or 3 times to be like, I'm gonna try this again, and it just doesn't get the hooks in.
I hate the part at the beginning of the Fallout games where you have nothing, and this one is so it's extensively that for a long time. Usually when you're playing one of the, you know, like Fallout 4 or Fallout 3, in fairly short order, you're starting to figure out where the good stuff is and going and getting it, and getting yourself armed up and everything.
Yeah.
I haven't really looked at anything to see, is there something in this early part of the game that will help me along. I've just been kind of learning the ropes, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I want to get to, I have to get to like level 50 apparently to do a lot of shit. And I'm only at like level 6, and I'm dying like constantly, man.
That sucks. That's not fun.
I like the exploration part of like, okay, there's this thing over here that shows on the map. I'm going to try to get to that. And so now you're traveling over land, and most of the time I'm just in sneak. So literally I'm this total coward skulking across the landscape with no fucking weapons, shitty fucking armor. And I just want to survive to get to that place. So then I can fast travel out to that point, you know, with a full loadout and full health and all that. So I'm taking lumps all the way to try to get there, and then just shy of it and get fucking killed with some random encounter with some, you know, stupid ass fucking ghoul.
That sucks when it feels like grinding. Like that's
that's what it is. I'm basically grinding, and it's not fun. So that's been my week. Let me grind in 7.6 for a while. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fun. Now let me go in Star Wars and grind out a fucking Rust. Okay, now let me grind out a Never Tell Me the Odds card. Give me a fucking break, man.
Yeah, give me some fucking entertainment, please. Like,
Right. Yeah, it's not been fun, and I've been the main thing I've been doing this week is I'm not watching TV, obviously.
yeah,
Staying the fuck away from that, and trying to play the video game some. But I hadn't spent a lot of time just like going on the internet and like looking at websites that I used to look at all the time, and just news about what's going on in action figure collecting and what's going on in the Rebel Scum forums. I haven't been there in like a year, and just kind of falling down little rabbit holes that I used to visit all the time. And that's what I've been doing more of this week is surfing the internet and trying to game a little.
yeah. Keep
What
your
about
mind
you?
off things.
All right, here we go. Buckle up.
No,
What'd you watch, Crystal?
I did not watch new stuff because most of the week has been watching election coverage.
So you're taking the hit for everybody.
Yeah, I'm taking the hit for everybody, but me and the kid enjoy watching the election map guys.
Well, that one map guy on CNBC is amazing.
oh my
God.
Holy
Steve
shit.
Kornacki is the best.
He's ridiculous.
He's the best. He destroys John King because John King just is like, la, 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 and he's all, uptight kind of, and, just,
That's the one with the white hair. And,
yeah.
okay.
It's always, like him and Wolf are always going at each other. And it's like, okay. But Steve Kornacki, man, it's like they even have like a Kornacki cam going on where it's like
during the commercials,
they
you
would
see him
during
on
the
sidelines.
commercial
I know.
there would still be a little camera which would show you him, and he's like got a pen or a paper he's holding in his mouth.
And he's just dorking around. He's just like,
around.
I'm just gonna research this real quick.
Yeah, he's like mathing. And they'll get like results in, and he'll be like, oh, okay, so that's and he's like mathing it all in his head, and he's and it pops up, and he's totally right, and it's just like he's the best. So we've just been enjoying the Steve Kornacki cam, and then I did watch like some of my regular shows to stay up to date, and I still really enjoying The Long Way Up, the Ewan McGregor riding the motorcycle show, which there's one episode left next week when they're going to make it to the end of it. But in this one of his kids showed up and hung out with him in Guatemala, and they went around.
How old are his kids?
Well, this is his youngest kid, and I didn't realize this.
He's 37 years old.
No, it's a girl, and I'm not quite sure how old she is. She's definitely got to at least be a teenager. Okay. But in the first one of these he did, which was, I think it was The Long Way Around, where they like rode the motorcycles around and like went through Mongolia and China and all that stuff.
China.
And I remember the episode from that because like they went and they always visit all these UNICEF places because he's like a UNICEF ambassador guy. And they went to one of these places and he saw this little girl this orphan who'd been brought in there. And like she only kind of interacted with this one other orphan was there. And she was just like this little, toddler type kid. And, he kind of, spent some time with her there. Well, apparently after that, he decided we need to adopt that girl. So him and his wife adopted that little girl.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. And she's now showed up on the new show and went and hung out with him in Guatemala and stuff. And it was just like, it was really cool to see like Ewan McGregor with like his kid and like just dadding, because he's, what you would expect Ewan McGregor would be as a
cool
dad.
As fucking shit.
Yeah, just cool as shit. They're like, oh, cool. Let's go check out this volcano. Awesome.
Well, I wonder if like his kid ever like fucks something up and he tells him you did that yourself. Because, we do it to ours all the time. We're not even Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's like, you have done that yourself. He knows what it means.
Because every once in a while in the show, he'll use an Obi-Wan Kenobi thing, and he'll just be like, he knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
He knows
if I was Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'd be using that in life all the time.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I'd never buy another drink as long as I lived, man.
But I just, I just thought it was cool to see, that aspect of him, and because we've always loved him
He's great
as an actor and whatever, but he's obviously a really good dude too. To see this kid and then realize I need to adopt that kid.
Oh, that's nice of him.
And
he's a good person.
And when he was talking about his kids, because he has other kids too, and talking about his family, he just like gets teary and stuff. It's just like, aw.
I love that. I'm so glad he's a good guy. It's so disappointing, they're not. So it's always excellent to have an actor you like, oh man, you're actually a damn decent human being. And
yeah.
I guess he's got no reason to not be. I mean,
there's a lot of the actors who are just assholes in real life, but it's good to
he's
see
always
when
seemed
he's not.
very much a bit of a lad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As they say, I think in English.
Yes, and if you want to see him be a bit of a lad, you should check out Long Way Up, and then the other ones, Long Way Round and Long Way Down. It's just delightful.
Oh, that
just him riding a motorcycle. With
one of the things that we noticed in the Mandalorian this week was we think that blue stuff that he was drinking, that might be spotchka, that blue, because you remember they were talking about spotchka on the planet with those shrimp.
Yeah.
Is it made from those shrimp?
It may have something to do with that because it's got that same kind of color. And they were drinking spotchka there on that planet.
We were wondering if that's that same stuff that Obi-Wan drinks when he goes into the bar.
I wonder if that was
trying to catch Zam.
Yeah, when he was trying to get Zam and he says, I'm going to go get something to drink. And he's drinking this blue stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's spotchka.
Huh.
Wow.
It didn't even occur to me. That's
those Mandalorian guys are so deep and know everything.
I'm sure. And I probably just ruined it for somebody else. Oh, yeah, you didn't put a spoiler warning on the fact that somebody drank blue shit.
Come on, man. There's got to be like a 20. You get 24 hours to watch The Mandalorian, and then you deal with it.
I guess I'll just sit here and check off the drank blue shit box on my checklist of shit you ruined.
The Marshal was drinking blue shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was spotchka too. Was it blue?
Yeah.
So it was that same shit.
It was.
Okay, cool. There you go. Obi-Wan's drinking spotchka. And now we know. Now we got to. I feel like it's just vodka with blue shit in it.
It
there
works.
You go. Hey, you want some spotchka? Yeah, after a couple of days, a couple of these, that's what she'll say. Hey,
what was in the blue drink that we made that was like a billion miles?
It's full of spotchka. I put so much spotchka.
Remember in the beginning of quarantine when we were making Galaxy's Edge drinks?
Yeah, it was almost like
were you?
In the beginning of quarantine.
Yeah.
Fruity coconut milk.
It was weird shit.
Man. Actually, the green one. I still think I preferred that green milk the best.
Yeah, we got they have like a Galaxy's Edge recipe book, but it doesn't have like blue milk.
Doesn't have.
No, it's literally it's just fruity coconut milk, isn't it?
Just take milk and put blue stuff in it. Congratulations.
No.
You did it.
How that works.
Interesting, good recipes in there though.
They had some really great looking stuff. Those weird buns, the Mustafar buns that were like black on the outside and they had cracks all through them with red on the inside. They looked amazing. I wonder if they tasted any good. They looked crazy.
You better get on that, Missy.
Start
making me Mustafar buns.
Get on that, Missy.
Get on that.
Get cracking, Missy.
Get to it.
Okay. All right.
In between your activities.
I think we've done it. I think we've covered an entire week of digital cards and then some. Yeah. Somehow it went really fast and it was super fun. We want to thank you so much, AjaMarie, for joining us again, and your beloved cat. That thing is ridiculous.
We love being on the show. It's always a good way to end my week, is being on the Hoardcast. Always a pleasure being on.
It's fun to have you, and it's nice for us to talk to people and talk about not the election for the most part.
Although we talked about that, but we
covered a lot.
And mostly, it's always nice being able to talk to other people that like my my niche interests here. I'm really into digital cards. Like I'm not going to come across people in my actual daily life out in the real world.
It doesn't happen often. It really does. Yeah, it's very, very rare. Maybe at a convention, you might potentially run into somebody.
Yeah, but when is there going to be a convention?
No time soon. No time soon will that be occurring. Okay, well, folks, we want to thank you for tuning in to another train wreck of a show. I think we did fine, and if not, I'll try to fix it in the edit. You can find us on Twitter. We're at Hoardcast. We've got an email address. It's hoardcast@gmail.com. I am Tedsallis everywhere, and some variant of that will get you to me. We have a lovely Discord full of fine, friendly folks that we'd love to have you join with, and we can all weave flowers in each other's hair, and it'll be very peaceful and fun. I wrote down something the other day I thought of, and it's kind of a final thought, if that's okay.
Oh dear.
I actually had a final thought the other day, and it's kind of stupid. It was just a little random thing that flew over my transom. But remember when you were a kid, and this is what I did a lot as a kid, was when you get a good jar, like a pickle jar, a big good jar, and they finish off the jar of pickles, and there's this good jar, and you're like, can I have this jar? And your mom would go, yeah, okay, you can have the jar, whatever. Get the fuck out of the kitchen. And maybe she might have cuffed you, a couple of swats as you headed out if you weren't quick enough. And so you get this jar and you take it out, and then the first thing you want to do with this jar is catch shit in it, right?
Yep.
So you can look at it. Did you ever do that?
I did. I caught the hell out of things. Like I lived in Connecticut as a little kid, so we used to get cicadas and crazy bugs up there, and like I'd collect like the little cicada shells. I remember when I was little, like we had those, and catch things in jars all the time.
So the cicada things are hard though. There's nothing in them. You didn't put.
Yeah, they're just like the empty husk.
Yeah.
Like,
so you would save things in a jar.
Yeah.
Because I used to actually go out and catch bugs and spiders and shit like that.
No.
You catch a bee. This is what made me think of it, because it's so stupid. You catch a bee, be like, there's a bee, and you catch him, and you got the bee, and now he's in your jar, and like, all right, this fucking bee is pissed. What am I gonna do now? I got to get him out of here. What do you do? You don't want to. I never wanted to kill the bee just so I could peacefully get him out of my jar. So it was like, you get him in the jar, and then you're like, why did I do this? Now I have to get him out of here, and he's gonna fucking sting me.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know what made me think of that. And I used to do that I would catch spiders. We'd catch spiders in the garage, and different spiders. And then, we'd put, then you'd have a jar with a spider in it, and it would keep trucking. It would just build his nest inside the thing, and then you'd throw a fly in there, and then you could watch the spider come and get the fly and everything. Gruesome little fuckers we were. But you always were presented with this challenge at the end, because at some point, okay, I'm bored now. I want to do something new with my jar, because I only got this one fucking jar. So how do I get this thing out of here and not suffer as a result? I shouldn't have caught all those black widow spiders, because now I can't get them out of my jar. Just reach out and scoop them out.
I mean, that's what you did to catch him to begin with. I mean,
yeah, no, you just kind of go over and boop, just lid to jar and catch him, and then you had him. But yeah, there was always this horrible moment where now I got to get this thing out of here. So, anyways, let's us get out of here. What do you say?
Guy's weird.
Nice segue. Yeah, it was just a thought that occurred to me the other day. It was always a lot of fun. It made me want to go and grab a jar and go out and see what I could catch, just for something to do.
What you can find to sting you.
Yeah, well, I had
poison something.
I had poison ivy or something I got in the yard, and it tore me up over the last week or so.
It's been disgusting.
And it's just getting now almost healed. It's still super rough, and it's bizarre.
No, it's like shedding.
Yeah, of all the fucking things, in the middle of goddamn pandemic, I'm gonna find some fucking poison ivy and suffer from that for days. So that's fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, send us an email about that to hoardcast@gmail.com. And thanks for tuning in. We have a phone number. It's 904-628-1138. Nobody ever calls. Call and tell us about that. 3 minutes, and we're good. Cool. So thanks again. We'll see you folks next week, because that's how we do. We keeping it weekly. Thank you again, AjaMarie.
Thanks.
I'm not saying his name.
You're not going to say,
say
bye?
I'll say bye.
Bye.
I'm mad at Minshew because he broke his freaking bones in his hand and didn't tell anybody.
Goodness.
For weeks.
You're going to be mad at the guy for getting injured?
Yes. Well,
Wow.
I'm not mad at him for getting injured. I'm mad at him for being a dumbass and not telling anybody.
Oh.
Because he's Minshewing it up. And he's like,
Just
oh, I got a
tell me,
broken
I'm
hand.
fine. I'm
Ah!
fine. See, look, I can still do this.
Ah!
Hey, look, I can still do this. 2 drinks, please.
Bye.
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 We are Legion.
We are all.
We are one.
We are.
Watching.
Scorpion.